back to my channel. This is Jane of xoxo Jean's Journey. So in today's vlog, we will be talking about the most common questions in my vlog, or frequently asked questions in my vlog. So I've started my vlog last May 2019. That was last year. And I wasn't really, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting for a lot of subscribers to subscribe to my channel. I was actually afraid that no one will like my video and no one would appreciate it. But it turned the other way around. A lot of people are supporting me, they're messaging me, they appreciated all the videos that I made, and for that, thank you very much everyone. So I gathered a lot of questions in my YouTube channel, in my Instagram and Facebook, and so far, here are the questions. So the first question is, why is your name xoxo Jean? Okay, so this one has a very long story and interesting too. So xoxo Jean. So if you don't know yet, and if it isn't obvious, because I always say it in my intro, my name is Jean. So yun, I've always wanted myself to be called Jean Sensei in school, in my schools, but when during my first year of teaching here in Japan, I have a student. So storytelling po ito, guys. I have this student, grade 1 student, who would always come up to me and say, "What was your name again?" Hindi niya matandaan yung pangalan ko. So I would always say, "My name is Jean. I'm Jean Sensei. I'm teacher Jean." That happened for a couple of days until there's another student, a classmate of his, sinabihan siya, "You have to remember her name because she is our ALT. And she will teach us English from now then. So, you have to remember, I have a tip." So one student gave a tip to the other student that, Jean, xoxo Jean. And FYI, xoxo Jean means foreigner in the Japanese language. So again, Jean, xoxo Jean. And that's how my name started. So, kaya yun, namit ko na tong xoxo Jean na to in my YouTube channel and my Instagram. So, that's the start of xoxo Jean, guys. So, next question is, this question is from YouTube. "Hi, ma'am. I'm a new subscriber here. I have questions. Did you bring some bond papers or cartulinas all the way from Cebu? How did you process your phone in Japan too? Thank you." So first thing po is, I'm not from Cebu. I am from Davao City. Regarding your question about bringing some bond papers and cartulinas, I did not bring any of those. Pero nagdala ako ng Manila paper because mas madali siyang dalhin, convenient, it doesn't occupy a lot of space in your luggage. So yun lang po yung dinala ko. Anyways, you don't need to like think about this because they have a Daiso, Watts, and Syria here. Those are 100 yen shops, and it's gonna be your friend for your entire stay here in Japan. I mean, for your most of the time that you're here. So if you need something like special supplies, food, or anything for your house, apartment, you can just go to Daiso and they have it there. So it's very cheap as well. So yun na siya. And for the second question is, how did you process your phone in Japan? So, dala ko lang po yung phone ko on my very first year. Dinala ko yung phone ko. And then, I just applied for a SIM card. Now, for that one, what you just need is your residence card and a credit card. So, yun lang po siya yung mga kailangan. So, hindi na ako kumuha ng phone. Ginamit ko na yung phone ko dati. Kasi, I could save if ganun yung gagawin ko. So, thank you for your question. Next one is, "Kababayan, taga Davao din ako. I am working now here in Jeddah as an English teacher. Gusto nta ko mo apply sa ALT program ba? Asa dapit sa Davao?" Thank you po. So, for this question, nice to meet you po, kababayan ng taga Davao. Unfortunately, wala sila'y office sa Davao. So, during my time and until now, what you need to do is apply through email, sent this to the agency, that's xoxo Recruitment Agency, or if meron pa kayong alam na iba. But if you're asking about my agency, then that's it. That's located in Makati City, meaning you have to go back and forth to Makati to process your requirements and everything, the interview, demo, and all of it. So, wala siya sa Davao po. Sa Makati lang siya. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. Next is, how long did you wait for the call of Chesham after submitting your resume? Okay, so for this one, thank you very much for your question. So, how long? Actually, hindi siya ganun katagal. Kasi, nag-apply ako, I can still remember I applied during my birthday. That was April 12. And then I got the message 3 days after April. So, yung mga April 15, I was messaged or emailed by Chesham Recruitment Agency that I am invited for an orientation in Makati. So, yun po siya. Hindi siya matagal. As in, they would always reply immediately to your email. Okay, now that's it. Next is, hi, how do you deal with pressure and the feeling of being alone and left behind, especially during your first time being an ALT in Japan? Love your videos, just watch it both. Thank you. So, thank you very much for your question, and thank you for appreciating my videos. So for this one, how do I deal with pressure? Pressure and the feeling of being alone and left behind. So in my case, during my first year here in Japan, I've mentioned I know how to write katakana, hiragana, Japanese characters, but I lack vocabularies. So what happened is that I am always left behind. So when there are events and my JTE or the Japanese teacher, my tanto, is not there, so ang nangyayari po, inaiiwan ako minsan. Hindi ko alam anong nangyayari sa events. So ang ginagawa ko na lang, I just approached the teachers. I studied Japanese, basic Japanese, so that I can survive in school. I can ask if there is an event going on. Should I prepare something? And for being left alone, and hindi naman ganun ka left alone kasi I think may ugali din ako na if feeling, kasi ako naman yung bago sa office or sa environment na yun. So I should be the one reaching out to their party. So maybe yun lang. Always try to reach out to the Japanese people, to the locals, to the students in your school, so that you won't feel left behind and feel alone in your school. Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much. Next question is, what are the possible questions in the interview? Thank you very much. Okay, so for the questions, I can't really remember everything, guys, kasi that was way 4 years ago. But one thing that struck on my mind was, two questions actually. Yung isang question is, I am the assistant teacher. It's actually a scenario-based question. I am the assistant teacher, and we have the Japanese teacher who is considered the teacher 1, and I'm the teacher 2. Now, what if it happens that there's a problem in the school, in the classroom, may nag-aaway ng mga bata? So, anong gagawin ko? It was asked to me by the interviewer, Miss Ryan. So, ang nangyari doon is, natagalan ako pagsagot. Kasi, hindi pa siya nagsisink in sa mind ko na I am the T2 and we have the T1 here, that's a Japanese teacher. So, matagal ako nakasagot doon, but you just need to remember, T2 ka, T1 si Japanese teacher, so meaning, wala ka masyadong control sa klase when it comes to the classroom management. It will always be the Japanese teacher. Kasi mahirap na din, baka ma-misinterpret ng bata anong sinasabi mo, baka mas lumala pa yung problema, diba? So, it would always be good to have a Japanese teacher in the class while you are teaching. And that's it. Thank you very much for your question. Next question is, who are the qualified dependents po? I think this question refers to the tax refund na pinost ko recently. So, dito, for the qualified dependents, immediate family member like your mother, your father, and your siblings. So, yun sila. Yun yung mga qualified dependents for tax refund. Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much. Next is, hi Jean, can your family or friends visit you in Japan? then they stay on your apartment for days or weeks? Thank you. Thank you for your question po. So, for this one, depende. Depende kung ano yung visa na kukunin nila. If they're having the tourist visa and they're not a guarantor, so meaning to say, hindi sila pwede na tumira sa apartment mo. They should have reservations, bookings for hostels or hotels. Kasi nga, hahanapin to ni immigration sa kanila. And siguro pwede kapag guarantor ka. If you apply for that, then it's fine. You can invite your family or your friends. Okay, and I think last question. So last question po, ano-ano ang mga dinededuct sa sweldo nyo? Okay, so talking about deductions, malaki yung sweldo dito sa Japan compared to my home country. But there are also a lot of deductions. Like we have pension, national health insurance, and tax, resident tax. Okay? So, itong pension, I'm not paying for it kasi I'm under the Gyomo Itaku contract. That's also different from Hakken, but let's just talk about the Gyomo Itaku. Wala ako nun, so meaning I'm not obliged to pay for the pension. So what I just did is I always apply for an exemption at the city hall. Okay, and the second one is the national health insurance. So for this one, nagbabayad ako ngayon ng 21,000 yen per month. So during my first year, it was just 2,000 yen per month, and until lumaki siya, nang lumaki, hanggang sa my fourth year now, I'm paying 21,000 per month. Pero, the good thing about this one is, it's really helpful kapag nagkasakit ka, kapag may gusto kang ipa-check up sa sarili mo, like, may eyes, your teeth, kung gusto mo ipaayos, it's really useful. Just bring the medical insurance, and then you would be able to save monies for that. It's really helpful, guys, and you should get it. And the last one is the resident tax. Okay, so ito siya, binabayaran to siya. Hindi ko talaga maalala sa akin kasi binabayaran ko siya during my renewal of visa. So, pag nag-a-apply ako ng visa renewal, dun ko na siya binabayaran. But that was, I think, 30,000 yen po. So, yun lang siya. Yun yung mga binabayaran. So, kinakaltas yun lahat sa sweldo namin as an ALT here in Japan. So, that's it for today, guys. And I hope nasagot ko lahat ng questions nyo in this vlog. And if you still have questions or further questions, please don't hesitate to comment it below. And if you want to be part of the family, please click the subscribe button, hit the like, and see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.